is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button and join the fam. Welcome back to another review video, and the topic of today's video will be the Kingdom manga chapter 584. This chapter had been titled A Few Dozen Cavalrymen. Okay, so basically this chapter destroys all the plans and theories that I had made in my previous video. Okay, so in my previous video what I had told was that the matchups had been Shin versus Gyeoun and Ohan versus Chogaryo, and maybe there's a chance that Kaine could do a pincer attack with Chogaryo on Ohan. But this plan was entirely destroyed because Kaine is a part of the central army and she has no part to play in the right wing army's battle. Okay, so the chapter opens up with Chogaryo aiming at the right wing of Ohon's unit. Now this was in the early stages of the battle, and this catches the entire battlefield off guard and makes them even more suspicious about what's going to happen later on. And to counter this, Ohon sends Banaji along with 400 men to counter those guys and take charge of the right wing side of the Ohon's unit. What I want you guys to know is that whatever happens in this entire chapter, all of them happened simultaneously at different places. That's why it went off so well coordinated. So when Chogaryo attacks to Ohon's unit, at the same time Gyeoun from Shin's side, he begins to move out towards the right. Now this catches the entire unit off guard as well, because they start to think that maybe Gyeoun's target is Kyokai, because at the right extremity of the Shin's unit is Kyokai's unit, and that's why, and the entire unit begins to tense up to face battle, and they are getting prepared to take down Gyeoun. And Kyokai herself, she thinks that she becomes mentally prepared that if Gyeoun steps into her territory, she will kill him off. That is the entire mental preparedness that they had. Now Gyeoun, he didn't move out with his entire unit. He moved out with only 300 of his cavalrymen. But the title of the chapter doesn't come from this unit. So what happens is, when Gyeoun, he travels around and he is near Kyokai's unit, at that moment, the reserve forces of the Banaji's army, they come and strike out at Kyokai's unit, and this catches the Kyokai's unit once again off guard, and at that moment they are busy tackling with them, and the entire thing has Shin confused as well, and because of his confusion he is not able to make any kind of move. Now when Gaku's unit striked at Kyokai's unit, at that moment Gyeoun vanishes off from the battlefield and he travels across behind Banaji's army, which is fighting against the Akko army. And over here a little bit of flashback is shown towards the meeting that they had the last night. Over here Kaine says to these three, meaning Chogaryo, Gyeoun and Banaji, she tells the three that they will have to take down Ohon. They hadn't chosen Ohon just like that. The first reason is that because Shin's unit is 8,000 men, meanwhile Ohon's unit is 5,000 men, but capability wise both of them are same, but number wise they are different, and that's why they choose Ohon, because he has a smaller unit. And the second reason why they avoid Shin is because Shin is an instinctive general, and it's the same as Gyeoun's unit, as Gyeoun himself, not Gyeoun's unit. And this makes it extremely difficult, and they'll know what things are happening. And meanwhile Ohon is not he is not shown to be an instinctive general, neither is he shown to be a tactical general at all. He hasn't been shown at all to be any of these two. So that's why Ohon will have difficulty tackling Gyeoun. That's why they plan to have Gyeoun take down Ohon at that time. So that means Shin has been left off alone for the entire day. Maybe it's possible, or maybe there's some more juicy parts coming up. But for the meanwhile, this is the main event. So what Gyeoun does is he sends his elite Raijun cavalry to attack Ohon's unit, and their number around 300 men. And seeing that it's only 300 men, the Ohon's unit, it doesn't think of it as much big deal, but still they employ defenses against them. But Raijun unit is one of the strongest units in the entire battlefield at that era, so they easily managed to break through but they have waves of defenses behind them, so that's why for the meanwhile Ohon was safe. But it was like a triple layer fiends that had been going on the entire time. When the Raijun unit attacks the Ohon's unit, at that time Gyo-un with 10 of his cavalrymen, they circle around from the behind and they strike at Ohon's headquarters. And this is where the chapter ends, and there has not been a hint about whether the next chapter will be on break or not. So hopefully we'll have an exciting chapter next week. But to be honest, this fiend and this triple layered complex strategy that the Zhao thought of was amazing. Like this is what the real kingdom feels like. But what I feel sad about is all of this happening, there's an extremely high chance that Ohon could die off in this battle. But again, things are in the dark because we don't know exactly what is happening in the central army, whether the central army has started its attack or not, and maybe Ocean could send off some reinforcements to save this guy, or maybe they'll be like it's a complete defeat. But for the meanwhile, my theory hasn't been proved to be completely wrong, but because the theory which I made in the previous chapter was Ohon loses. It's not specifically showed that he would die, so there's a chance that he just lost but he's managed to survive. But then again, it's possible that he could die because this is the story of Shin and not Ohon, so it's kind of extremely tricky and exciting part. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys liked this, and if you did, please like this video, and can we get this video to around 5 likes? That would really be appreciated. And comment down what you guys thought about my review, and comment down what you guys thought about this chapter, and stay tuned in for my other review videos as well. And I hope you guys have an amazing day ahead of you. Until later, my manga fans, bye.